why you're probably not vlogging. Let me explain. I almost poured too much water in because I didn't make as much because Savannah's not here, but I guessed perfectly, right on the money. You know, growing up, I almost always had cereal, and for some reason, when I became like an adult, I just stopped eating it. And whenever I managed to get cereal again, it's a special occasion. And I have an 8-mile easy run today. The running conditions are kind of well, they're less than ideal. If you couldn't see that, it's rainy and cold. What are you doing? Coming up on your left. The tourists today. Come on, go. You know, I'm just about 4 miles into my run, and I'm gonna be honest with you, when I originally started this run, I did not want to go out here. But now I'm like properly I'm so glad that I did. In life, sometimes the most rewarding things are gonna suck up at the beginning. That was a good run. I'm so glad that I ended up going out and doing that. Doing hard things it's a good thing, and in the moment it may not feel like that. In the long run, it's going to benefit you. Much like that run, I wanted to take today and explain to you why you're probably not vlogging. Let me explain. One of the reasons that I love running so much is because it's just as much of a mental game as it is a physical. If you have a 16-mile run that you know you're gonna have to do, if you just look at it as the whole of having to run 16 miles, you're really gonna be tempted not to do it. But instead, take that 16 miles and just look at it as like, I'll do like 4-mile sections. That becomes a lot more digestible, and it's a lot easier to wrap your head around that. Vlogging is the same exact thing. If you look at it as I have to come up with a entire video of like 8 minutes, 10 minutes, or however long for my entire day, and I have one day to do it, then that's a pretty daunting task. But if you just take that same video and break it up into sections, like think of like, oh, all right, I'm gonna shoot a great intro right now. What I'll do is I'll shoot that, and then I'll edit that, and then I'll move on to like the next thing, and then the next thing, and before you know it, you have like a 10-minute long, 8-minute long narrative that is what you would call a vlog. For me, when I made that simple switch in my brain, it changed everything. I have to do that pretty much every single day. But if I'm being completely honest, that's what keeps me going. I don't focus on the entire project. I just focus on small little sections and knock those out as my day progresses. Basically, what I'm saying is start small and just work your way into it. If you do that one thing, then it makes vlogging so much easier. Maybe asking why I'm on the floor. Well, if you have a cat or an animal, then you'll be able to relate to this. You see those little pieces of plastic right there? Max thought it would be a good idea to, well, break a bunch of those and spread them around the house. So I was picking up some on the floor because I almost stepped on it. I wanted to get outside, and I also wanted to answer questions because I didn't do it in yesterday's vlog. So I figured, why not combine the two and answer some questions while I'm also not sure if wearing shorts was the best idea considering it's winter. You know, it feels like rain. It doesn't say there's supposed to be rain, but it feels like rain. I feel like here's just as good of a spot as any. Do you know much about the Sony ZV-E1, do you think? First of all, I'm a big Sony fan, and I think anything made in the past like 2 years, you can't really go wrong with. My biggest reason for that kind of claim is for one reason. Sony listens to their customer base and gives them what they want. Unlike other camera companies that will remain nameless, but their solution to overheating is just slapping a fan on the back of a camera. Yes, nice. You know, I knew if I mentioned the first vlog that I did, somebody was going to shit. Thank you for watching, and if you got through the whole thing, bless you. Thanks for the tips. Another great thank you, man. Thank you for watching, and I'm glad that these vlogs are helping you. Just a little bit. I feel like there's too much rock in that shot. So, question there: your average video is around 7 minutes long. How long do you take to edit these bad boys? If I had to put an average on how long it takes to edit these videos, it's probably going to be no more than 3 hours, and I credit that to one, just shooting efficiently, and two, knowing Premiere super well. Like, when did you get your MacBook? Well, it's an M1, so whenever that came out, I don't know, like 2 years ago, something like that. Fun fact, that's probably my favorite MacBook that I've ever owned, because it's small, lightweight, and it's super efficient. Like, it just cuts through this footage like nobody's business, and it's cheap. The laptop I had before it was a custom build from Apple. It was like $4,000, and it was terrible compared to the new M1. Like, that one I got from Best Buy, like, just randomly. Perfect. Thank you. Ironically, I don't care about your That's funny. I love that. And as far as microbrewery, I honestly don't know. I'm not super well versed in the world of beer. Nashville has this local beer that you can get at like Kroger that I like, and then whenever we're at a bar or anything, I'll get something that's like on tap or like a local tap. But past that, I know about this much about beer. Good tips. I enjoy your style of vlogging. Thank you so much, man. Again, I'm glad that these videos are helpful, and thank you for the kind words. Anybody that makes videos or vlogs will be able to relate to this. Whenever somebody says that they like your style of vlogging, that's probably the biggest compliment that you can get, just because I feel like a lot of times when you make a video about your daily life and habits that you have and likes and interests that you have, you're putting a lot out there for people to judge, and the voices inside your head can get really, hearing somebody say that they enjoy your style of filmmaking it's huge. Back when I was a professional drummer, I almost never like heard that, because I was hired to play somebody else's drum parts. Being able to make my own stuff and be like artistic with it is probably my favorite thing about filmmaking, and it was a thing that I was missing with drums. Okay, that's all of the questions. I'm gonna go inside now because well, it's kind of cold.